We'd like some free stuff. All right, so you text Trump to 88022 like that tonight, you get the chance to win some free signed Trump gear. I'm going to make him sign some of these hats on the flight back. We will choose some people, and in the mail, you'll get some nice signed Trump gear signed directly from Donald Trump. So now who's going to text and pull up their phone and dial 88022? There we go. All right, well, we got some free gear tonight. Here's your chairwoman, straight from the state of Michigan with some free gear. So let's hear some cheering, and let's get you some free stuff.
Yes? What's happening, John? Lester, senior campaign officials tell us the president will tout vindication in the wake of the Mueller report here in Grand Rapids, his first rally since the investigation wrapped up. This is a state that he won by 10,000 votes in 2016 and one that will be crucial again next year.
2 years of that nonsense. Delusion. All led by the great people on stage behind you. I hear that. We got some Michigan pride here. She wants to make sure you guys get free hats. This woman loves Michigan. Also, I have to be proud to announce I was an endorser of Laura Cox, and she's your new chairwoman of the Republican Party here in Michigan, and I'm very proud to endorse her.
Here we go.
She's a former ICE agent. She's a tough woman. I don't want her to ever get mad at me, so I wanted to make sure I call her out on here. All right. Now, we got one more special guest before Donald Trump comes up tonight. Shares the exact same name, Don Trump Jr. So he's going to be a special guest for tonight. Don, why don't you come out here and greet these great people?
Lester, senior campaign officials tell us the president will tout vindication in the wake of the Mueller report here in Grand Rapids at this his first rally since the investigation wrapped up. It's a state, Michigan is, that he won.
Imagine what would happen to you if you chanted that at a Democrat rally. It would be ugly, folks. It would be ugly. So I have a question for Michigan.
Stand by.
Are you guys sick of winning yet? A little sick of winning? Well, we've had a pretty good week, don't you think? Think about it.
Yeah, Lester, that's exactly right. Senior campaign officials tell us that the president will tout vindication in the wake of the Mueller report here in Grand Rapids at this his first rally since the investigation wrapped up. Michigan is a state that he won by 10,000 votes in 2016, and it's one that will be crucial again next year. Lester?
Run on by the leaders of the tinfoil hat brigade like Adam, let's call him Adam full of shit.
Is that clean? Okay, thanks.
So, Adam Schiff, thank you, yes.
So loud.
And that he is.
Do you want to do these ads?
Adam Schiff
has been peddling so much bullshit for the last 2 years, and he's still doing it. So much so that all the Republican members of his caucus have said he should resign as chairman of the House Intelligence Committee.
President Trump touted vindication in the wake of the Mueller report here in Grand Rapids, his first rally since the investigation
really
wrapped up. It's a
the
state that he won by 10,000 votes in 2016
For 2 years,
and one
he's
that'll be
gotten on
crucial
TV.
again next
He's
year.
lied.
Yasmin?
Just to the American people, and they keep going with it. He's lied. Everyone knows that and thinks that he was the guy leaking live testimony.
President Trump touted vindication in the wake of the Mueller report here in Grand Rapids, his first rallies.
Tom Jr., I lied in my testimony. I perjured myself. Guess what? I did 27 hours of testimony. You think that the 19 Hillary Clinton supporters on the Mueller team didn't look
President
at
Trump touted 3-2. President Trump touted vindication in the wake of the Mueller report here in Grand Rapids, Michigan, his first rally since the investigation wrapped up. Michigan is a state that the president won by 10,000 votes in 2016 and one that'll be crucial again next year. Philip?
Guys, that is not fake news. So after 2 years of saying the president, me, his whole family committed treason, that the billionaire from New York, that, let's say, in all fairness, probably didn't need to do this, right?
Good morning to you here in Michigan. President Trump touted vindication in the wake of the Mueller report, emboldened by the end of the investigation. And he also called on the top Democrat of the House Intelligence Committee, Chairman Adam Schiff, to step down. The president is making this his first rally since the end of the event.
Joke, other than the Russia collusion joke, in modern history. So now, let's be clear. Totally absolved on collusion, totally absolved on obstruction, and guess what? They said, well, that was Barr, that was Barr. No. That was Barr with Rod Rosenstein, who, let's just say, I don't think anyone believes is really on Team Trump, right?
Are we okay?
So now that we have this bullshit behind us, how about
Good morning to you from here in Grand Rapids, Michigan, where President Trump held his first rally since the end of the Mueller investigation. The president emboldened by its findings that he didn't. 3, 2.
Look at the numbers, guys.
Good morning to you, President Trump holding his first rally since the end of the Mueller investigation, emboldened by the special counsel's findings, also calling on the
African Americans, for women in U.S. history.
2. Good morning to you from here in Grand Rapids, Michigan, where President Trump held his first rally since the end of the Mueller investigation. The president emboldened in the wake of the Mueller report, and he called on the top Democrat of the House Intelligence Committee, Adam Schiff, to resign. But as for that report, NBC News has now learned that it is more than 300 pages long, and top Democrats want the entire thing to be made public. Nancy Pelosi, the House Speaker, saying that the Attorney General William Barr was condescending and arrogant by releasing just a 4-page summary. We'll have the latest when we see you this morning coming up on Today. One more. Who is it?
Because he made promises and he kept his promise to the American people.
Okay, 3, 2. Hey, Darlene and Jen, good morning to you from here in Grand Rapids, Michigan, where the president held his first rally since the end of the Mueller investigation. The president emboldened in the wake of the findings of that report, calling on the top Democrat of the House Intelligence Committee, Adam Schiff, to resign. But NBC News has also learned that that report is more than 300 pages long, and Democrats, including House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, want the entire thing to be made public. Pelosi calling the Attorney General William Barr condescending and arrogant for his short summary in place of releasing the entire thing. Back to you. One more time, one more, last one. 3, 2. Hey, Darlene and Jen, good morning to you from here in Grand Rapids, Michigan, where President Trump held his first rally since the end of the Mueller investigation, emboldened in the wake of that report's findings, calling on the top Democrat, the head of the House Intelligence Committee, Adam Schiff, to resign. But as for that report, NBC News has now learned that it is more than 300 pages long, and Democrats, including House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, want the entire thing to be made public. Pelosi calling the Attorney General William Barr condescending and arrogant for only putting out a 4-page summary. We'll have the latest when we see you this morning on Today. Now back to you.
You have a lot to lose, guys. It can all go away. We've spent the last American dream again. After watching it being exported to far-off countries that hate our guts for decades, we're seeing it come back finally. You want that all to go away? What about brilliant policies like the Green New Deal? What's scarier about the Green New Deal is that every mainstream Democrat leading presidential contender is like, this is a great idea. But think about it, $93 trillion. To put things into perspective, the U.S. government brings in about $6 trillion a year in revenue. Nothing on infrastructure, nothing on anything other than the Green New Deal. It would be paid for in 15 years. Think about that. But again, think about the fact that every mainstream leading Democratic contender is taking the advice of a freshman congresswoman who 3 weeks ago didn't know the 3 branches of government. I don't know about you guys, but that's pretty scary. You guys, you're not very nice. And neither is what that policy would do to this country. So, I started off saying we had a pretty good week. You know, as a tried and true American, as a patriot, as a guy that loves this country, it sucked hearing every day, oh, they committed treason, they're working. I'm like, this is insanity. When it turns out, it was actually the other side. So while I'm prepared to move on, I think it's important we get to the bottom of this. I think it's important that we find out the Peter Strzok's of the world, the Brennans of the world, the Comeys of the world. And we say, how was this hoax able to happen? This is Banana Republic stuff, and it's happening in America in 2019. I want to move on, but we can't allow that to happen ever again to either side. So, to top off what was otherwise a great week, we had a little extra fun with Michael Avenatti. Wow. I mean, he's going to jail for a long time, it seems. I remember, and I'm old enough to remember about 4 weeks ago when CNN saying, Michael, we're going to take you very seriously as a presidential contender. That's how deranged they are. That's how much they hate Trump. That this clown was a real contender. But what's nice about this week is that it went from Avenatti 2020 to Avenatti 2025. Maybe 50. Who knows? Seems like he did a lot of bad stuff. But guys, we need your help in this fight. With you guys, with common sense, American values of hard work and patriotism, we can keep this going. My father, again, made lots of promises. He promised he'd move the Israeli embassy to its rightful home in Jerusalem. Promise made, promise kept. Okay? That passed the United States Senate years ago, 99-0. Someone was sick that day. Bush, Clinton, other Bush, Obama, they all promised they would do it, but they didn't. Why? They had no guts. There's a better word for it, but there's some children in the audience, so we're going to hold off on that. But we did it. Mainstream media said it would be the beginning of World War III. Billions, with a B, were going to die. What happened? 2 or 3 people threw rocks and it was over. Okay? After 60 years of stalemates and watching pundits on TV talking about Donald Trump's doing it all wrong in North Korea, we're actually making progress. We're having meetings. There's nothing quite like watching a pundit on TV saying that I've been dealing with North Korea for 45 years. It is my life's work and Donald Trump's doing it all wrong. I'm saying, wait a minute. It's been, yeah, you know where I'm going with this one. You've been doing it for 45 years. You haven't even gotten a meeting with the guy. And this guy's an expert? Come on. It's amazing. You know what the other good news we got this week? Veto sustained. We're going to build the wall. So like I said, guys, we've had a pretty good week. The greatest witch hunt, the greatest hoax ever perpetrated on America, on a U.S. president, out the window. A blight on our republic, a stain on democracy and our Constitution, gone. The Democrats will keep running for it, but that's okay, because real Americans know it. We're going to be able to build the wall and protect our country. Stop the drugs, stop the opioids, stop human trafficking. And for this week and this week alone, MAGA stands for something a little different. Michael Avenatti got arrested. MAGA. Once we're done enjoying that for a little bit, it's going to go back to making America great again, which is what we're doing. It's what my father's fighting for. It's why my family's been willing to take the heat, to take the nonsense, to take the insults. Guys, Four more years. And with 4 more years, think of what can get done. Think of how many people in the deep state will sort of leave, because draining the swamp's not going to be easy. As you've noticed, we got a pretty darn winning track record, and yet we still get 93% negative coverage. That's not by accident. But with time, we're going to beat them. We're going to keep winning. We're going to keep putting money in Americans' pockets. We're going to fight for Americans. We're going to make sure that you and your family are going to live the American dream. And that's what we're here to do. And that's why all of this is so worth it. So, Michigan, it's been a great honor to be here tonight. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for standing with us, despite the onslaught, despite all that hatred, despite the 93% negative coverage. This week's vindication of my father, of me, of our family, it's not just our vindication, it's your vindication. You own that with us, because you stuck by us. You knew It was nonsense. You knew my father was fighting for all of you. You knew, and you stuck with us despite the consequences for being a conservative. So I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. It means the world to us, and I just want you to know that we get it, that we recognize it, and that's why we keep fighting. Thank you very much, Michigan. Thank you.
Goodbye, Norma Jean. No, I never knew you at all. You had the grace to hold yourself while those around you crawled. They crawled out of the woodwork and they whispered into your brain. They set you on the treadmill and they made you change your name. And it seems to me you lived your life like a candle in the wind, never knowing who to cling to when the rain set in. And I would have liked to know you, but I was just a kid. Your candle burned out long before the legend ever did. you died. Oh, the press still hounded you. All the papers had to say was that Marilyn was found in the news. And it seems to me you lived your life like a candle in the wind, never knowing who to cling to when the rain set in. And I would have liked to know you, but I was just a kid. The candle burned out long before the legend ever did. Goodbye, normal teen. Though I never knew you at all, you have the grace to hold yourself while those around you crawl. Goodbye, normal teen. From the young man in the 22nd row who sees you as something more than sexual, more than just our Marilyn Monroe. And it seems to me you lived your life